I'm going to say a couple things, and some of it's going to be really controversial. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. We are back with more Lorna Shore, and it's part 2 of the Pain Remains trilogy. When I know I'm filming videos that are part of a sequence, I like to keep those videos as close together as possible when I publish them. But there's a lot I'm trying to get through. There's a lot I want to get through. So I'm very grateful for your kindness and your patience. Thank you for that. Part 1 has been on my mind a lot. And now knowing how impactful that story is, this is not going to be a typical deep dive into technicalities and picking it apart. I will stop the song as I want to, if I feel like there's something I want to mention, because that's what this channel is about. But I approach this with a degree of anticipation and hesitation. It's going to be intense. Without further ado, Lorna Shore, Pain Remains Part 2. After all I've done, I'll disappear. Let's see what you got. Okay, stopping there, I'll go back to run in. I am going to let this play out for the most part. But I need to talk about something important. Bear with me, I'd love you to hear this. It's been on my mind since my first reaction to part 1 and this video now. It's incredibly frustrating how many people refuse to give music like this a chance. They consider it to be too far outside of the wheelhouse of what they deem to be normal. To those people, I encourage you to look at music the same way you do food. You see, it's no coincidence we use the same language for flavors as we do sounds. Full, rich, sweet, round. Round, with regards to music, we're talking about that runoff, how soft or palatable something is in relation to the size of the room it's in, right? So something cannot be round if it touches all sides of the square. And this is harsh, persistent, relentless. It's always there, and then it isn't. I understand that new things, harsh things, can be scary. But I encourage you to be brave. And just like biting into a new food or sipping on a new drink, chew longer. Let it swirl, swallow, wait. It's a sensory experience. It's something that resonates throughout your whole body. And sour doesn't always mean bad, and sweet doesn't always mean good. Be brave. Open your mind. Open your ears. And taste more. never underestimate. Sorry, this is getting me, man. Don't underestimate the simple parts of this song. There aren't many, but they are so beautiful, so forward-facing. Something this constant, something this always on, should never be able to sound this pretty. Should never be described as beautiful. But it is. It's painfully beautiful. Ah, God. um I'm going to say a couple things, and some of it's going to be really controversial. Firstly, I can only talk from my experience, but I have loved and lost at some of the highest level. Anyone who's been watching this channel for any amount of time will know that we lost quite a few people quite close together. One of them being my dad, after a long and tough battle with cancer. And I couldn't get there. Not in time. And one of them being my nephew, who passed away tragically at 12 years old, after living his entire life virtually fighting against different types of cancer. And when I tell you about the horrible thoughts that creep into your mind, the desire to just nothing, there are times in this life where it seems impossible. There are times in this life where it doesn't seem worth it. But let me tell you, it is. There is love and light and joy and moments at the end of that dark tunnel. That tunnel sometimes is very dark and sometimes very long. Don't ever give up. Don't deprive yourself of what could be because of what was. The other thing I want to mention is around content creators and responsibility. I've done some reactions to songs that have, albeit less powerful, but a similar concept and theme. And as a result, I've watched some other videos of people. No names mentioned. That's not what this is about. This is a message to people who form reactions or content of any kind around this kind of theme. Stop telling your community and people to DM you and message you and reach out to you and you'll be there. I understand the intent, but you cannot make promises, and you should not make promises that you in no way can guarantee you can fulfill. And you want a professional. People need professional help. There are people who are trained. They have their own personal experiences. They exist for this reason. And if you watch a video like this, you'll see numbers pop up, like for Samaritans, who's a massive organization. YouTube communities can give people comfort in the sense of being heard and seen and venting, but be very careful. Be very careful what your role as a content creator is in that space. I encourage anybody struggling to reach out to any local organization or Samaritans. I will put links in this video, as Lorna Shore have done in theirs. That was a beautiful song. It was a remarkable song. It was more aggressive and just relentless than I could have imagined. But isn't that what that feeling is? Isn't that representative of the emotional torment that you feel in those kinds of circumstances? The helplessness, the pain, and its never-ending, seamlessly never-ending cycle. They do an incredible job of creating music that in no way should be as musical and beautiful as it is. But they do. And they've found a way to tap that music into an emotion as if it was right in your veins. And I'm grateful to the Lorna Shore guys for this experience and for all the others I've had. I think it's important they know that. Never give up. It's always worth it. Life can be a wonderful thing if you let it. Part 3 will come out soon. I'm nervous, I'm excited, and I'm grateful. Until the next one, please be very safe. Be extraordinarily nice to each other, and have a damn good day.